was for real. So I was like, sure, I want to make sure that I'm here.
A couple days ago, I'm posting on all my social media like, hey, guys, we need 133 gallons of Hawaiian Punch. Can you Cash App or go get it yourself, whatever, and Cash App blows up. I went and got all 133 in my two-door car and put them all in there. So, I mean, yeah, it's a good feeling.
We're going to bring 3 turkeys and 2 hams.
We all loaded these boxes up, so these boxes are actually ready to go to the families.
Thanks to Dia Wall for that report. What big hearts on those guys.
I love everything about that story, everything about them, his vibe. I love it. I mean, let him here on the show. It would be great.
I think it's only going to get bigger. You can tell that program.
I hope so. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.
Morgantown, thank you for watching WNKY NBC 40.
I had just gotten off work. All of a sudden, I was hit from behind. I immediately thought of Morgan & Morgan. All of the correspondence was done pretty much by email and text. I barely had to lift a finger. It's easier than you think.
Car wreck? When you get Hughes & Coleman, it can make a big difference. Here's what I mean. Insurance offer, $3,000. Our result, $156,000. Insurance offer, $0. Our result, $385,000. Insurance offer, $300,000. Our result, $1 million. After an accident, if you want to get the money you deserve, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
Name a food you might make edible underwear out of.
Salmon.
Teriyaki.
Sharing the fun. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
Good Friday morning. The dry stretch ends today as I'm tracking showers moving across the area. These are just generally light showers that are cruising through south central Kentucky skies. How long can we expect this rain to last? That answer coming up in my full forecast. News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Coming up on News 40 Sunrise. Thursday marked the Great American Smokeout, a time for any facing nicotine addiction to focus on quitting smoking. We'll discover some unique ways to help you quit. Then, we find out any new developments on the fight between Israel and Hamas as conflicts continue overseas. Plus, Amazon is now warning of 2 new scams that you could fall victim to this holiday shopping season. We'll see how you can keep your money safe. News 40 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, November 17th. I'm Ashley Wilson. Thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. We start with our top stories this morning. If you're planning a camping trip to Mammoth Cave Park this weekend, listen up. The national park has placed a burn restriction on all open fires. The restriction, effective immediately, includes campfires in the park's 3 front country campgrounds and in all backcountry campsites and picnic areas. Park officials say gas camp stoves are permitted but should be watched closely during use. The restriction is due to elevated fire danger and corresponds with the Edmonson County burn ban that was issued Wednesday. Park officials say anyone caught violating the restriction will face felony charges. And the local food truck community is rallying behind one of their own who lost their truck in a devastating fire. Food truck frenzy happened Thursday night near the Sloan Convention Center. Over 20 different food trucks from the area gathered to show their support. A portion of the proceeds go to help the owners of Ladybugs Fritters and Fries, who were forced to close their truck after 6.5 years. For one truck owner who organized this fundraiser, getting 20 food trucks instead of just 1 or 2 was overwhelming.
We are all very competitive. As business owners, as entrepreneurs, we are extremely competitive. And for us to be able to say this isn't about us, this is about them, is huge. Because this is their moment and we want to be here to help them.
Santa made an appearance as well, and everyone said they were happy to help out a fellow food truck owner. And the Bowling Green community supported police officer Matt Davis Thursday at the Southern Kentucky Performing Arts Center with a Back Up the Blue benefit concert. Several artists performed, including the Charlie Daniels Band Legacy, and a pretty impressive silent auction was also held. This was all to benefit Officer Davis, who was shot and injured in the line of duty back in July. 100% of the proceeds are benefiting him and his family during his recovery. The performers who organized this say they are honored to be able to give back to those who protect our community.
got together with a bunch of my buddies and said, how can we bring my Nashville songwriting family up together with my Bowling Green police family, bringing awareness to his recovery and the amazing sacrifice that he's made for this community.
This isn't the last time you'll see some of these artists performing. For more details on the artists, visit WNKY.com. That was the first look at your top stories. Now I'm going to send it over to meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of our forecast. Darius, you said there's some rain possibilities.
Yeah, there's some rain moving through. Finally, some rain. I mean, it's been a pretty decent dry stretch that we've tracked this week, and we'll take whatever we can get. Temperatures into the 60s right now. It's a mild start to your Friday. 64 currently in Bowling Green. Those winds flowing in from the south. A bit of a breeze out there, right around the 5 to even 15-mile-an-hour range. Here's radar. We're seeing just generally light showers working their way in across the Western Kentucky Parkway. This is continuing to cruise in from west to east. And again, these are just generally light showers moving in towards Christian and Todd counties, even towards Logan County, Butler County, Western Warren County. And it may take a while for some of these showers to actually make it to the ground just due to the fact that the air's just been so dry. But notice this frontal boundary. This is going to be the reason behind our rain chances today. We're going to be tracking those occasional chances for those showers as we go throughout the day. I'm not expecting a total washout as well, but we'll have those chances around. Temperatures will be pretty mild. We're going to be somewhere around the low to middle 60s as we go throughout the day. And how about the weekend? Well, I'll be telling you more about that a little bit later in my full forecast. But Weather on the Force is brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law. You want to stay tuned for more News 40 Sunrise. That continues after this commercial break.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Sign up today for the Jingle Bell 5K Run Walk benefiting the Arthritis Foundation. Saturday, November 18th at 9 a.m. at South Warren High School. Costumes and teams are encouraged. Register now at events.arthritis.org.
Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the difference you can make around you. With Capella University's game-changing FlexPath format, set your own deadlines and access coursework anytime. Imagine your future differently with Capella University.
Flora Templeton Stewart worked her way through college as a waitress and single mother. She was the first female attorney to open a law practice in Warren County and overcame many obstacles. Flora Templeton Stewart, an injury lawyer with the strength and determination to fight for you. If you have been seriously injured in a car or truck accident, call the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart at 1-888-782-9090.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done.
Thursday marks the annual Great American Smokeout, a time to focus on quitting smoking. The American Cancer Society says it takes time and requires a plan. So if you're thinking about kicking the habit, News 40's Morgan Hoover has ways to help you quit and explains why it's important to take that first step in today's Health Minute.
The past decade in the U.S., the number of tobacco smokers has declined, but about 34 million American adults still haven't kicked the habit. That's according to the American Cancer Society.
There's really nothing more important that you can do for your health than to stop smoking.
Smoking can lead to heart and lung disease, stroke, diabetes, and cancer.
42% of cancers are preventable, half of that is from tobacco.
There's not one right way to quit smoking, but experts say start by thinking about why you want to quit. Write down your reasons and look back on them when you want to smoke. Next, set a quit day, making a strong personal commitment to stop. Let others know of your plan so they can support and help you. And finally, plan how you want to quit. For most people, it'll be a combination of medicine, a method to change personal habits, and emotional support.
Quitting smoking is really hard and it's very difficult, but people can get there.
When you do quit, the 4 Ds can help fight the urge to smoke. Delay for 10 minutes and repeat if needed. Deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Drink water slowly, sip by sip. And finally, do something else. Get up, move around.
It may take 1 time, it may take 2 times, may take 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, but not giving up on it is incredibly important.
For WNKY News 40, I'm Morgan Hoover.
Some encouraging news in the fight against childhood cancers. The death rate for cancer among children in the U.S. is a quarter lower than it was 2 decades ago. The report found there were 2.1 cancer deaths for every 100,000 kids younger than 20 in 2021, a drop of 24% from 2001. The declines haven't been equitable across all groups. Death rates dropped at similar rates for Black, white, and Hispanic children between 2001 and 2011, but rates continued to decline only for white children in the following decade. Among the encouraging news, death rates from leukemia, once the most common cause of cancer death among children in the U.S., were nearly cut in half between 2001 and 2021. Coming up next on News 40 Sunrise, tensions are still high as IDF soldiers sweep through one of Gaza's largest hospitals. We'll see how much longer this could go on and crowd calling for ceasefire.
Plus, the dry stretch ends today. I'm tracking rain across the area. Your radar coming up in my full forecast.
J.C. Kirby and Son Funeral Chapels. When a person comes in and does their prearrangement, I can see it over the years that I've worked in this, how much it eases the family's minds. If you have 4 people, they have 4 different ideas of what they want. This settles that to where they say if that's what mom wanted, that's what dad wanted. You can see the relief on a lot of families' faces because all you do is say, what time do you want the funeral? What time do you want the visitation? And they can spend more time with their family members and friends in the grieving process. It just really takes a lot of burden off your family.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
No one wins alone.
NASCAR is really a team sport.
You need your mechanics, your pit crew to make everything come together.
No different at Morgan & Morgan. That attorney has a great team behind him that makes them the winning team.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance, more fuel efficiency, and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda CR-V Hybrid or Accord Hybrid for you.
Celebrate the winning season all November long at the Mint Gaming Hall at Bowling Green, featuring an elevated gaming experience with the newest games, sophisticated bars, delicious eats, entertainment, and more. Win up to $2,000 in cash, gift cards, and more in our holiday drawings Wednesday, November 22nd through Saturday the 25th. Drawings at 5, 7, and 9 p.m. Stop in and win this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Winning just got closer.
If you have a family gathering coming up but want everybody to get to sit at the adults table, Ford's can help. We have a huge selection of dining rooms in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Multiple finishes and styles available now at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
Israel Defense Forces say they've discovered the body of one of the hostages abducted during the October 7th Hamas terrorist attack. This comes as Israeli officials released a video of a tunnel they say they discovered under the main hospital in Gaza, evidence they claim Hamas is using the hospital as a command center. Bree Jackson has the latest from Washington.
This is video released by Israeli officials of what they claim is a Hamas tunnel shaft on the grounds of Al-Shifa, the Gaza Strip's main hospital. NBC News cannot independently verify any of the evidence, but can confirm this opening is located near the hospital. The Biden administration expressing confidence in its assessment of how it's used.
It is true that a command and control node was underneath that hospital, and that Hamas has used that hospital not only for storage of weapons, but also to house some of their fighters.
The IDF remains inside after storming the hospital for the second time in 24 hours, saying they discovered items including AK-47s, hand grenades, and a photo of a kidnapped Israeli soldier inside.
This is something that's really monstrous in what Hamas has done to try to embed itself among civilians. It creates a terrible dilemma for a country like Israel, for any country, having been attacked, having had its citizens slaughtered.
The U.S. says it's working with Israel to accelerate the transit of critical humanitarian aid into Gaza.
It is absolutely incumbent upon militaries to avoid any harm, not only to innocent civilians, but also to medical providers.
The Israeli military says it found the body of Yehudi Weiss, a mother of 5 held hostage by Hamas. The White House is still working on the release of others held captive.
So it's my hope that the timeline will be short and they will be released soon.
Across the country, calls for a ceasefire continue.
The dry stretch ends today as I'm tracking light rain working its way across southern and central Kentucky. The time is about 6:14. Here's a live look at radar. You're seeing those light showers starting to fill in from the west. And these are just generally light rain showers that are working their way through towards, say, Christian County and also towards Butler County. Really just very light spotty showers this morning. It's all associated with a frontal boundary that is draped across the region. This is going to continue to work its way through and leave behind a much cooler feel as we work into the weekend. And although we will have rain chances throughout the day, I don't expect a total washout to the day. It will be a cloudy day and dreary day for your Friday, though. Temperatures into the 60s out there, so it's a mild start to the morning. We check out those dew points into the 50s. Towards the west, you can see the atmosphere starting to moisten up as those dew points are starting to catch up to those temperatures as those showers are working their way in. Latest from Drought Monitor, this was updated yesterday. Did mention that that abnormally dry area was going to be expanded, so that now includes Bowling Green. So this is the reason behind the burn bans that are in place, is that it has just been too dry across the area. We are over 4.5 inches below where we should be as far as rainfall for this time of year. Normal precip amounts just over 9 inches of rain. Still just half of that is what we've seen so far over the last couple of months or so. Future rainfall, really, we're not expecting much rain out of this. So although we will have rain today, it's not going to be enough to really ease our drought that we are currently dealing with, or at least our abnormally dry season. So you won't be able to gather around the campfire and sing your campfire song with this rain that moves through. Futurecast as we go throughout the rest of the day. We got those showers that will continue. Looks like some heftier showers possible for our friends in eastern Kentucky. That's the area that desperately needs the rain, as they are still dealing with those wildfires. We go throughout the rest of your evening. Those clouds still around. And notice temperatures will begin to drop once those clouds drop out of here. We're going to notice those temperatures will quickly drop. We could be talking about numbers right around the freezing mark early in the day for your Saturday. As we go throughout your Saturday, though, we got a blast of sunshine, but a much cooler feel. Temperatures will be into the 50s for those daytime highs. I think somewhere on the low to middle 50s by the afternoon. Going to keep those temperatures, of course, on the chilly side for those overnight lows. They'll be dipping down into the 30s again early in the day for your Sunday, but it's another dry day for your Sunday with a cooler feel. We are going to be watching rain chances, though, that will arrive into early next week. Along with those rain chances, we're going to be tracking a dip in the jet stream, and what that's going to do is that's going to bring us a much cooler feel into next week. Highs only in the 40s and 50s. I think on Thanksgiving we see highs into the low and middle 40s for the daytime highs. We got gusty rains, though, Monday and Tuesday. Drier on Wednesday, maybe some showers early in the day on Wednesday, but really I think we're going to be dry for the most part on your Wednesday. And of course, cold and sunny for your Thanksgiving holiday with a high right around 45 degrees, a morning low of 27. That's your 7-day forecast. We got more News 40 Sunrise after the break.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
The nursing home was supposed to keep your loved ones safe, no exceptions. Even in extreme circumstances, the basic standards must be met, no excuses. Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. The safety of your loved one is all that matters.
Bowling Green Fireplace and Grill.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Start your weekend off right with WNKY News 40 Sunrise. Feel Good Friday showcases stories that are sure to put a smile on your face. Feel Good Friday, brought to you by J.C. Kirby & Son. WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
If you want to buy a new Hyundai next year, maybe look at Amazon. Under the partnership, consumers will be able to search for their preferred car, make the purchase, and then pick it up at a local dealership or, of course, have it delivered. In 2025, new Hyundai vehicles will also come with Amazon's virtual assistant, Alexa, built in. The United Auto Workers have voted to ratify a new 5-year contract with Mack Trucks, bringing a month-long strike to an end. The new deal includes a 36% wage increase. Meanwhile, General Motors may have been the last of the big 3 U.S. automakers to reach an agreement with the UAW on a new contract, but it's the first to get their deal ratified. The vote was closer than expected, with just over 54% of members voting in favor. And now coffee lovers can get the iconic flavor of an Eggo waffle in their morning cup of joe. Eggo and Coffee Mate have collaborated on a new maple syrup coffee creamer that features flavors of toasted waffles, maple syrup, and warm butter. Prices may vary by retailer. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jared Hill.
Amazon is warning about 2 new scams. It comes as con artists are targeting shoppers looking for holiday deals. Michael George has the details.
Amazon handles millions of purchases during the holiday season, and con artists are trying to take advantage. The company says scammers pretending to be Amazon are sending out emails with an attachment like this example, warning your account will be suspended or put on hold in order to try to get your login credentials or payment information. And some Prime members are receiving fake texts, calls, and emails claiming there's a membership issue that requires payment or bank information.
And so far this year, we've taken down over 45,000 websites, taken down over 15,000 phone numbers that bad actors had been using.
These Amazon scams are just the latest tactics cybercriminals are using to target shoppers this time of year. The FBI says 12,000 Americans reported losing money during last year's holiday shopping season. Those scams include social media posts offering gift cards, online surveys designed to steal personal information, and fake messages advertising hard-to-find items.
And it turns out it's taking you to a fake website with a lot of times really too good to be true prices on items that may be out of stock elsewhere.
Melanie McGovern with the Better Business Bureau says delivery scams are also common, with criminals posing as your delivery service, sending out texts with fake links designed to steal info.
Don't click on the link. Don't give them any information. We definitely encourage everybody to go to the website of the delivery service directly.
Experts say thinking twice before you click on a link can save you from becoming a scam victim.
All right, Skip in today's forecast says there is no skipping on the rain today. And yeah, we are finally going to be tracking some rain chances out there. This is rain that, of course, we desperately need. Although it won't be a lot of rain, we'll take whatever we can get. Temperatures, of course, starting on the mild side this morning into the 60s. And don't let these rain chances really discourage you. We're looking at really just light showers that will move through. It'll be just kind of occasional windows where you'll see some rain, and then there'll be periods where you won't see rain as well. And I think really we should have more dry time than rain today. Temperatures into the 60s out there, 60 degrees in Woodbury, 62 degrees there into Russellville, 61 degrees in Franklin. Winds are flowing in from the south, a modest breeze right around the 5 to 10 mile an hour range. Here's showers that are working their way in right along the Western Kentucky Parkway towards Madisonville as that continues to work its way off towards the east. I'm going to be tracking the timeline on these showers and more, all coming up in my full forecast. Stay tuned. News 40 Sunrise continues after this commercial break.
Shop Macy's Black Friday Early Access now. Like boots for $19.99, up to 65% off sweaters, and beauty and fragrance gift sets 25 and under. Plus, get it faster with store pickup at Macy's.
Reynolds Wrap makes this whole cooking and cleanup thing so easy. Speeds up this so I can get to them.
Easy prep, cook, and clean with Reynolds Wrap.
Football Frenzy is back in South Central Kentucky. WNKY News 40 is your home for high school football. The most schools, the most highlights, the most coverage. Catch Football Frenzy Friday nights at 10 on WNKY News 40.
Dateline tonight, cracking the Alec Murdaugh case. Investigators break their silence for the first time, plus never-before-seen police video and new details in a story that isn't over. A Dateline exclusive tonight on NBC.
Hey everyone, tonight we have an all-new show. Scarlett Johansson will be here. Hunter Schafer will be joining us. Plus we'll have stand-up from Tina Frimmel and a brand new thank you notes. It's a great show tonight.
New Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon on NBC.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Call us at Hughes & Coleman for a free consultation. If your loved one suffered a serious injury or untimely death while in a nursing home, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. Standing up for your loved ones is what matters now.
Hey, Western Kentucky, we've got a look at the last Titans game, a preview of the next Titans game on the Mike Vrabel Show presented by SeatGeek. Come hang out with us.
Watch the Coach Mike Vrabel Show Sunday mornings on WNKY CBS 40.
Welcome back. Tracking showers as they're working their way across southern and central Kentucky towards Butler County and even Edmonson County. And this is also going to be continuing as we go throughout the morning time frame. So our dry stretch is ending. How much rain can we expect and how long can we expect these rain chances to last? I'll have that answer coming up in my full forecast. The time is about 6:27. Now it's time for another look at top stories.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise. Thank you for joining us this Friday morning. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's continue with our top stories. If you're planning a camping trip to Mammoth Cave Park this weekend, listen up. The National Park has placed a burn restriction on all open fires. The restriction, effective immediately, includes campfires in the park's 3 front country campgrounds and in all backcountry campsites and picnic areas. Park officials say gas camp stoves are permitted but should be watched closely during use. The restriction is due to an elevated fire danger and corresponds with Edmonson County's burn ban that was issued Wednesday. Park officials say anyone caught violating the restriction will face felony charges. And the local food truck community is rallying behind one of their own who lost their truck in a devastating fire. Food truck frenzy happened Thursday night near the Sloan Convention Center. Over 20 different food trucks from the area gathered to show their support. A portion of proceeds go to help the owners of Ladybugs, Fritters and Fries, who were forced to close their truck after 6.5 years. For one truck owner who organized this fundraiser, getting 20 food trucks instead of just 1 or 2 was overwhelming.
We are all very competitive. As business owners, as entrepreneurs, we are extremely competitive. And for us to be able to say this isn't about us, this is about them, is huge. Because this is their moment and we want to be here to help them.
Santa made an appearance as well, and everyone said they were happy to help out a fellow food truck owner. And the Bowling Green community supported police officer Matt Davis Thursday at the Southern Kentucky Performing Arts Center with a Back Up the Blue benefit concert. Several artists performed, included the Charlie Daniels Band Legacy, and a pretty impressive silent auction was held. This was all to benefit Officer Davis, who was shot and injured in the line of duty back in July. 100% of the proceeds are benefiting him and his family during his recovery. The performers who organized this say they are honored to be able to give back to those who protect our community.
Got together with a bunch of my buddies and said, how can we bring my Nashville songwriting family up together with my Bowling Green police family, bringing awareness to his recovery and the amazing sacrifice that he's made for this community.
And this isn't the last time you'll see some of these artists performing. For more details on these artists, visit WNKY.com. That was a final look at top stories. Now it's time to take a look at your pet of the day.
It is now time for your pet of the day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. And today we have Victor, and as you can tell, he is very treat oriented. Love his treats, absolutely. I mean, who doesn't? But he's a very high energy dog. He's going to need a high energy home. Someone that will take on a lot of walks, expel all of his energy. He's not really one to just kind of lays around, not really much of a couch potato, but he is such a fun dog, very loving, loves the pets, and he's absolutely adorable. So be sure to adopt Victor today from the Bowling Green, Warren County Humane Society.
Well, Victor looks like he is certainly full of energy and also loves those face scratches.
He is just such a pretty
So
color
adorable.
too.
Yeah, I like the pattern.
Yeah, all the energy, treat oriented, kind of like you, Darius. Yeah.
High energy and treat oriented.
That's
hey,
right.
Perfect fit, right?
Exactly, a perfect fit, and especially for your family, so you can adopt Victor today from the Bowling Green, Warren County Humane Society.
Well, I am tracking rain out there. You will need that umbrella. I'm planning out your day the News 40 way after the break.
Person, place, or thing.
It's not Las Vegas, Atlantic City.
Play along with a chance to win from home on WNKY NBC 40.
When you come in and open an account with us, you can choose to have a shelter pet card. Whenever you use that card and swipe it as a credit transaction, it triggers a donation back to the animal shelters.
They're able to help the shelter in such an easy way. It's a way to help remotely, and you know that your money is going to be used well. It really means a lot to be a local bank now. We just try to give back in any way we can.
When it comes to good things, we always want more. Even as a child, Miss Moore was no different. She loved more.
More?
So when she was injured, she called Morgan & Morgan. With more lawyers, more offices, and more than $15 billion recovered, she didn't have to ask for more anymore. When you're injured, you deserve more. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Mackenzie's is ready to welcome fall with our large selection of mums, pumpkins, and more. Let Mackenzie's help you make your home a little more cozy this fall season. Mackenzie's Flowers, 935 Lovers Lane in Bowling Green.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Time is about 6:32. A quick check of your forecast, and we take a view outside at the WKU farm, courtesy of the Kentucky Mesonet site. Notice we have clouds that are increasing. From those clouds, we could see some rain droplets and generally some light showers that are moving across the area. Temperatures into the 60s, so it's a mild start to your Friday morning. 63 in Scottsville. Winds are flowing in from the south, right around the 10-mile-an-hour range is where we're seeing those sustained wind speeds right now. Here is radar, and we are tracking those showers working across the Western Kentucky Parkway towards Madisonville, Hopkinsville. And these are just generally spotty showers that are moving through, and generally just some light rain there towards Muhlenberg County, Butler County, and again, that just continues to drift off towards east, even just into Edmonson County. Radar showing the frontal boundary. That is going to be the culprit behind our rain chances. Behind the cold front is when I am expecting temperatures to trend cooler into the weekend, but it'll be drier for us. Planning by the hour, the News 40 way over the next several hours. Temperatures staying in the 60s today as we have clouds and showers that will be around. Don't let this discourage you, though, because I don't think it will rain all day, but we'll have those chances for showers as we go through the next several hours. Now I'll send it over to Ashley.
Thank you, Darius. Even after slavery was abolished more than 150 years ago in 1865, language regarding slavery still exists on the books in more than a dozen states, including Kentucky. Now, a youth group in a small Kentucky town is stepping up to create change. Julia Sandor has their story.
I can't overstate how important it is for this kind of thing to bring people together, to show that a deeper way of love is possible and can make real change in the world.
While South Elkhorn Christian Church may sit empty on a Tuesday afternoon, it's typically filled with people from all walks of life. Senior Minister Michael Schwartzentruber doesn't just preach the Word of God, but also teaches inclusive love.
I was preaching a sermon on Philemon and brought up the issue of slavery and mentioned that slavery still exists on the books in Kentucky, in Article 25 of Kentucky's Constitution. And in a conversation subsequent to that, the youth were inspired, as audacious as it may sound, to do something big and try and change the Kentucky Constitution.
The section reads, slavery and involuntary servitude in this state are forbidden, except as a punishment for crime, whereof the party shall have been duly convicted. Still on the books, it sparked the minds of the youth group at South Elkhorn, prompting them to step up in front of those in the city and state.
So the youth spoke most recently at a legislative subcommittee hearing, and before that had some experience doing some work with the Fayette County Human Rights Commission in drafting a resolution and then speaking on behalf of that resolution to the Lexington-Fayette Urban County government.
Throughout the year, they've made strides to create change, he says, pushing back on the stigma of negativity placed over their generation.
So I'm proud, I'm excited, I'm hopeful. This is an energizing kind of thing, and it's something that we get to do together as a church. And to think of youth leading us as church just fills me with joy.
And they say they're in it for the long haul.
Coming up next on News 40 Sunrise, meteorologist Darius Mack has another full look at your forecast before you head out the door this morning. Stay close.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
The nursing home was supposed to keep your loved ones safe, no exceptions. Even in extreme circumstances, the basic standards must be met, no excuses. Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, get Hughes and Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. The safety of your loved one is all that matters.
It's time for Nat's annual Christmas Bikes for Kids.
You can help by donating a new or gently used bike.
At Nat's Outdoor Sports. The bike shop at Nat's Outdoor Sports will make any needed repairs.
And the Bowling Green JCs will distribute bikes to underprivileged children throughout our community.
Nat's will be accepting new and used bikes until December 5th. Nat's Bikes for Kids, sponsored by WNKY News 40.
I'll hit Woohoo 107.
And these great sponsors.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance, more fuel efficiency, and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda CR-V Hybrid or Accord Hybrid for you.
When someone's injured at a place of business or in a public space, that shouldn't happen. Slip and falls, falling objects, a drowning, crimes like assault, rape, and even murder. We've handled them all, and we have a team of lawyers that handle only these cases. But here's the thing, don't wait. Evidence and witnesses disappear. Time matters, size matters. Let America's largest injury firm go to work for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Name an animal, the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her.
How about piggy?
Hey, fellas, don't do that. There's no way to fix that.
Family Feud. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
The dry stretch is ending today, tracking some showers across the area, mainly across western Kentucky as a frontal boundary approaches the region, bringing us those increasingly scattered chances for generally just light showers. Here's a view of radar as it is scanning the skies. You can see there right along the western Kentucky Parkway towards Madisonville, there towards Christian and Todd County, just generally just light spotty showers that are drifting through the area. And again, this is all associated with this frontal boundary. You're seeing some of the heftier showers there towards the Buckeye State and also towards Indiana. As we go throughout the day today, we're going to have those windows of opportunity for those occasional showers. I think there'll be lots of dry time in between, though, as we go through the day. Big story, though, is that we are, of course, finally seeing some rain in the area. Behind the frontal boundary, it's going to be much cooler for the weekend. I'll show you that in just a moment. Temperatures starting off pretty mild out there into the 60s or right around 60 degrees. And those dew points into the 50s towards western Kentucky. You're noticing those dew points starting to catch up to the air temperature. So with those showers that are moving through, it may take some time for them to actually make it down to the ground due to the fact those dew points are just still kind of low. And it's just been so dry. And speaking of it being so dry, latest from the drought monitor now expands the abnormally dry region, adds a severe drought area there across, say, the Cumberland region and to portions of southern Kentucky. And we've just been falling behind. I mean, we really just have not been seeing much rain over the last couple of months or so. We should be right around 9 inches of rain. We are 4.5 inches below where we should be as far as rainfall for this time of year. And will you be able to sing your campfire song around the campfire? Probably not, because with the rain that's expected today, it's not going to be a lot of rain. So it's not going to be enough to really bring sufficient rainfall to end our abnormally dry season. Futurecast as we go throughout the day. Notice we got those showers that will continue, even some heftier showers there. You see those oranges and those reds. That could be across eastern Kentucky. That's the area, though, that desperately needs the rain today with those ongoing wildfires. We go throughout the rest of the day today, say around 3 o'clock, we still got those spotty to scattered chances. It's all in all going to be kind of a cloudy, dreary day today. And temperatures will kind of hang around the 60s as we go throughout the day. But once those clouds and those showers wrap up, you're going to notice temperatures will drop, and we could see those numbers dropping down into the 30s early in the day for your Saturday. But we will have a blast of sunshine in store as we work through the weekend. It will be much cooler, though. I did mention a much cooler feel, so temperatures will be somewhere around the middle 50s for daytime highs tomorrow. We go by Saturday night, temperatures dipping down into the 30s. A chilly, frosty morning for your Sunday. Definitely want to grab the layers as you're getting up for morning worship services on Sunday. Tracking cold turkey on Thanksgiving week as we're going to be watching a dip in the pattern that's going to be ushering in, of course, a cooler feel for us as we work into Thanksgiving week. Your 7-day forecast, gusty rains Monday and Tuesday. Then we're drier on Thanksgiving Day, but of course it's going to be cold with temperatures only into the low to middle 40s for highs. That's your 7-day forecast. And now it's time to announce the winners of this week's Soki's Birthday Club. And the winners are Lori, Paul Bickey, and Willie Tyson. You too can sign up for Soki's Birthday Club by visiting WNKY.com/birthday. Now let's wish our friends happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
At Brewster's, we believe life is a celebration. Don't limit yourself to birthdays or holidays. Create a custom cake anytime. Our creamy homemade ice cream catapults the ordinary into the extraordinary. Treat yourself today at Brewster's.
Garbage time. That phrase never sounded quite right because no part of football is meaningless. So cherish every 2 minutes of the NFL. Not just the ones you're warned about. Cherish the spreads to cover, overs to hit, and chances to live bet from the first down to the final whistle. So don't just watch football this season. Cherish it.
Bet $5, get $150 bonus if your team wins, plus a profit boost every single day. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Is your search for a new home on hold because of high interest rates and high monthly payments? Jago Homes has your solution with a low 4.99 fixed interest rate and no energy bills for 2 years. You'll enjoy open, spacious living, and your family will be comfortable year-round with exclusive Energy Smart technology. Learn why a new Jago home is more affordable than you think at jagohomes.com. Because life is too precious to be put on hold.
The Warren County Public Library presents former Nat Geo officer and explorer Terry Garcia, Wednesday, November 15th at SkyPack. Join us for an evening discussing the future of exploration from the ocean to outer space. Free tickets are available at warrenpl.org.
When you're injured, you want more. More service, more lawyers, more resources. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. And like me, they love more. Yeah, could use a little more. And unlike Christmas, which you only get to celebrate for maybe 2 months a year, they have over 4,000 support staff working 24/7 all year long.
When you're injured, you deserve more. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
Welcome into sports. The WKU volleyball team is set to tip off the Conference USA tournament this week. CUSA awards were announced yesterday afternoon, and head coach Travis Hudson was named Coach of the Year. Paige Briggs became the 6th player in program history to win Player of the Year in Conference USA. 6 other Hilltoppers were also tabbed to all conference teams as well. For Coach Hudson, the conference has never been this competitive.
Conference USA has never looked like this. There are probably 6 teams that legitimately think they can go down there and win this thing, and with good reason. Like, there's good volleyball teams. I mean, I think we got 4 or 5 teams in the top 100 in the RPI right now. I don't know the last time Conference USA had that.
WKU football is looking to get back to their winning ways on the gridiron after losing 3 of their last 4 games. WKU's last home win, well, it was on September 28th when they topped MDSU 31-10. Defensive coordinator Tyson Summers talks about what the Bearcats bring to the table on offense.
They've got a good offense all the way across the board. The offensive line is big. They're massive. They're 6'4", 300-something pound guys, and want to push you around in the run game. So it'll be a big challenge for us this week.
Let's look at sports. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Maxwell. A big story right now in Warren County. Just this week, someone tampered with a gravesite of a local World War II veteran. News 40's Michael Ridgway has more.
Yeah, it's a really sad state of affairs. I had a gentleman come in yesterday, and he wanted to report that his father's military marker that was on his grave had been desecrated, removed, but it had been recovered, and he had been contacted by one of the local funeral homes about that, who had been contacted by a recycling company who wanted just to get it back to the rightful owner.
An unfortunate situation indeed, one that has upset many people in the city of Bowling Green, the desecration of a veteran's grave for profit.
For the individual to feel that they could remove something that they never earned, never belonged to them, that somebody else had earned through their service to this nation, I think is absolutely appalling.
Fortunately, that recycling center contacted the funeral home who arranged the veteran's burial back in 2012.
You know, somebody asked me, has this ever happened before? In all my years of working in funeral service, and it's 80-some years that we've been in business, no, this has never happened before. This is a first.
And while it is illegal, from time to time,
I hate to say it, but it's fairly common, especially around Memorial Day and such as that, when people put out brand new flower displays and what have you on the monuments. Yeah, things do come up missing.
The sheriff said this is not something that will fly under his watch. Tampering with grave sites is a felony.
So we want to send a strong message to anybody else, I mean, that may think that somehow or another they're going to garner $10, $15 from something they go in there and desecrate and remove, that we're going to vigorously go out and we're going to investigate and find that person and bring them to a point of justice.
And while the situation is being rectified, the peace of mind for the family is definitely rattled.
It's just a shame that when you bury your loved one and you have closure and you put your flowers and your monuments and your keepsakes down, you just never think a number of years later that someone's going to come out and remove them from you.
In Warren County, because local matters, Michael Ridgway, WNKY News 40.
Still to come on News 40 Sunrise, we'll find out how you can help out a neighbor for the holiday season in this week's edition of Feel Good Friday. Plus, Darius Mack is back with a full check of your forecast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Celebrate the winning season all November long at the Mint Gaming Hall at Bowling Green, featuring an elevated gaming experience with the newest games, sophisticated bars, delicious eats, entertainment, and more. Win up to $2,000 in cash, gift cards, and more in our holiday drawings Wednesday, November 22nd through Saturday the 25th. Drawings at 5, 7, and 9 p.m. Stop in and win this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Winning just got closer. The Mint Gaming Hall in Bowling Green is your premier entertainment destination. Enjoy all new games, Winner's Circle Bar, Post-Time Race and Sports Lounge, Corner Cafe, and more. Located next to the mall, the Mint Bowling Green. The winning just got closer.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Call us at Hughes & Coleman for a free consultation. If your loved one suffered a serious injury or untimely death while in a nursing home, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. Standing up for your loved ones is what matters now.
Here's to us in a wonderful evening. Wait, who's that? Hello, can I help you?
Stop, we're calling the police.
Oh, neat. Y'all have one of those new doorbell cameras. Cool.
Don't sit helpless while disaster strikes. AAA Systems offers home surveillance, fire, carbon monoxide, and flood detection, full security, and smart home controls, all at your fingertips. When disaster strikes, we're already on our way. Call AAA today.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
I'm Keisha.
I'm Alan.
And we're Lady Couch.
There's always room on the couch.
And we're saving a seat for you this week on Marquee Backstage.
For many children who are adopted or in foster care, this time of year can be difficult for them. Since this is the giving time of year, the people at the Family Enrichment Center say the donation of time can go much further than money. News 40 reporter Tucker Covey went to learn more for this week's Feel Good Friday, brought to you by J.C. Kirby & Son.
At the Family Enrichment Center in Bowling Green, resources are available to families who have or are interested in adopting. But many of these families need community support.
A lot of people who do adopt may need some support, that there are ways that you can support and help people who have adopted is really, really great. And so it's really helpful. Knowing that when families adopt, the adoption day is not the end of their journey.
There are many ways to help a foster or adopted family, but Folks says one of the best ways to do this is by donating time and being a loving neighbor.
Some people may not be able to adopt, but maybe they can provide a weekend respite for a family that has adopted, just to give people a little bit of a break or some help, or just babysit and give them a weekly night out.
Other groups in the community are also working to help these families, such as The Network, which does a monthly meal drop to families, building relationships along the way.
The meal drop, especially because it's been going on for a long time, and a lot of the people who are volunteering to drop a meal to a family are the same ones who have been dropping since day one, and this started during COVID. So this has been a while, and so these have become relationships.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Tucker Covey, WNKY News 40.
Time to 6:53. Weather on the force to get you out the door on this finally Friday, where I am finally tracking chances for rain. Here's a view at the WKU farm. We have clouds that are overhead. We could be tracking some raindrops on the camera lens as we go later throughout the day, as I'm tracking showers working their way in from west to east. Temperatures into the 60s right now, 64 in Bowling Green, 63 in Scottsville. Winds are flowing in directly from the south, and we got breeze right around the 10-mile-an-hour range. Radar showing those showers, generally light showers that are working their way in across western portions of the area towards Greenville, Morgantown, Bee Spring. Also saw some light showers. It may have some time to actually get a lot of this rain down to the ground, though, due to the fact that it's just been so dry. But the atmosphere is still moistening up, and we're still going to track some rain chances. There's that frontal boundary as it drops through the region. We're going to be watching for a clearing trend at least through the weekend, and then also a much cooler feel. Temperatures into the 60s for the lunch run and PM drive. Don't go anywhere. We're wrapping up the show with your 7-day forecast after this.
Feels good to be home. Ashley's Black Friday is going on now. Get up to 75% off holiday hot buys or get 0% interest for 60 months with no down payment. Only at Ashley.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby.
Come back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, ma'am. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
Injured? Morgan & Morgan is a dominant force.
Morgan & Morgan is in a league of its own. Need a big play? Morgan & Morgan has your back. Just call Morgan & Morgan & Morgan.
Or visit forthepeople.com.
WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
Feels good to be home. Everyone shops like a VIP during Ashley's biggest and best Black Friday sale ever. This weekend only, get 25% off store-wide. Plus, shop confidently with Ashley's price match guarantee. Only at Ashley.
Brownsville, thank you for watching WNKY NBC 40.
Just in time for Christmas, we're looking to spread the holiday cheer. News 40 is currently running the 2023 Gaylord Opryland Christmas Getaway Contest on WNKY.com/contests.
The prize package is $1,000 in value. Entries accepted through 11:45 p.m.
And 2 winners will be announced on the Black Friday edition of News 40 Sunrise, so be sure to enter for your chance to win.
It's such a pretty place for Christmas.
It really is. It is
nothing to
fantastic.
get you in the season for that.
I need to go and visit that.
Yeah. But
resort.
before we get to Christmas, we have something happening today.
Food Truck Friday.
Food Truck Friday. This week we'll have Cassidy's Barbecue with a portion of the proceeds benefiting our friends over at the Bowling Green Kiwanis Club Music Garden. So head on over to the corner of Chestnut and 10th Streets from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for a bite to eat, and always be on the lookout because you never know who will have parked outside on a Friday.
On a Friday, a good day to go out and get some barbecue, you know, even though it's raining. but it's still good.
That's
Barbecue
okay. It's
every
a good
day
comfort
is
food.
Yeah, it's a great comfort food. So
you got to get your barbecue
every day.
in before you have all the turkey next week.
Yeah, seriously. I know come Thanksgiving time, I have turkey followed by about 7 days of turkey sandwiches. Like, that's about it. That's about
all those leftovers. Oh man.
Oh, I will say, Darius came over last year and he took about half of my leftovers.
Well, and I'm more than likely to do that
we'll
again.
Probably do that again this year. So
He's like happy to oblige. Want to take some of that food off your hands.
Oh, 100%. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of the food would be going bad, but I know it's going to be eaten within the next 48 hours with Darius.
Thank you, Darius.
Yes, I am the professional food eater. That's
did.
My,
I mean, you did take on Joey Chestnut, so you kind of are in that.
You did.
Now.
You sure did.
Kind of,
I mean, you're not quite a world championship eater.
Maybe next year we'll have to see.
We'll have to see what happens.
You can practice.
Yeah,
you know,
with the turkey sandwiches that you will be making
every day.
I wonder what kind of world record there is. I wonder if Joey Chestnut has a record for turkey.
You would think.
We have to look it up.
Right.
I'll call him and ask him.
I mean,
something worth gobbling.
Is it just turkey? Like, does it also include like pumpkin pie and like cranberry sauce and like mashed potatoes?
Yeah, I mean, a full Thanksgiving feast. I'm sure there is. Someone out there is a turkey champion.
I don't. Could someone really eat like that entire like feast?
I know they would be.
If someone can eat over 100 hot dogs, yes.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
Yes.
That's not me.
All that stuff.
That definitely ain't me.
But all right, well, here's a question: cranberries, real cranberries or cranberries from a can?
So I'm not a fan of cranberries.
Okay.
I'm on the neither. I'm on the neither.
Okay, well, I typically don't want to go for the fresh thing, but I love the cranberry sauce in a can.
Really?
Yes.
What about it?
I don't know. I think nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
But okay, Darius, I have a Friendsgiving to go to tonight. Rain, sunshine, what are we looking at?
We're looking at some rain chances, but I really think it's not going to be much of a damper to the day. In fact, I think there's going to be more dry time than rain, so don't let the rain chances discourage you. Good news, though, is that we are getting rain today.
All right. Well, thank you, Darius. Hopefully it'll clear up before dinner tonight, but we'll see you all back on Monday. Thanks for joining us today. Here's a sneak peek of what's coming up next week.
Coming up next week on News 40 Sunrise, find out the inside scoop on this year's edition of Light Up Bowling Green.
Plus, discover how you can get back this month with some upcoming Giving Tuesday events.
Then learn the story of how one local veteran served our country in this week's Voices of Honor.
Finally, find out what the Pie Queen of Bowling Green has baking up for this week's edition of Pie Queen's Pantry.
Be sure to wake up with us every weekday morning at 6 a.m.
These stories and more only on News 40.
Because local matters.